What's happening, Snacker Stars? It's Brandon from the sAs, Snack Food Appreciation Society, coming at you again for Pizza Night. It's another freezing cold frozen Friday. What have I gotten from the freezer aisle tonight to tempt your taste buds and mine? Find out on tonight's Pizza Night. Be right back. You are overlooking Winter Wonderland, aka Alexandria, Virginia, from the windows of the sAs headquarters, and as you can see, Frozen Friday is taking on another definition entirely. I'll be back in a little bit to tell you more about tonight's Pizza Night and more. Be right back. Pizza Night is here. Grab a can of beer for Friday night, March the 6th, 2015. I'd like to have a word with the individual who put this toy on my head. Very, very annoying. Alright, and it is a Frozen Friday in more ways than one. Taking a look outside sAs headquarters, it's been snowing for hours. People just starting to dig out. The snow is still going on. I don't know if you can see it through the camera lens, but it's blowing sideways at this point. Very windy outside, very, very cold. It is indeed a Frozen Friday in every sense of the word. Alright, now, looking at the ridiculously expensive Brandon Sack 5000, let's go ahead and open it up and see what we have for Frozen Friday, shall we? We have another variety of Screamin Sicilian pizza. This is a brand new variety. Just got an email from Screamin Sicilian last week, and they were talking about two new varieties. I only found one, and this is the one I wanted to find. It is the Three Little Piggies sausage, pulled pork, and bacon barbecue pizza in the trademark Screamin Sicilian Pizza Company box, with the wide open mouth and the stereotypical Italian mustache. And taking a look there in the open mouth, you see some of the ingredients. You see slices of sausage, not ground sausage. You see hunks and chunks of what appears to be bacon there. And also there is pulled pork supposedly on there as well, but I'm not seeing it through that window. But they're telling you here, you got your secret barbecue sauce, chunky bacon, sliced sausage, pulled pork, and Wisconsin whole milk mozzarella cheese, and they are encouraging you to wolf it down. Get it? Three Little Pigs, wolf it down. Anyway, turn this bad boy over. And, alright, we've got a long story here, and I'll hold that there for you a second, and you can pause it if you want to read the whole thing, and I'll read a little bit to you later on if you want as well. But there are the baking instructions, and there's Mr. Big Bad Wolf as we speak. They want us to preheat the oven to 425. We know in my oven, we're going to do that to about 400 instead, because it runs very hot. We're also going to not put it on the center rack. We're going to raise the center rack up one position to the almost top rack, not quite, in between the top and the center. And it says it's going to bake for 16 to 18 minutes. Well, it might actually go about that long, but we're going to check it at about 10 minutes and see where it goes from there. Step 4 is to wolf it down. You got the punch-out mustache, which I showed you last time. You can stick the little tabs in your nose and have a Sicilian mustache. And alright, let me go ahead and open this bad boy up and show you what it looks like out of the box. Alright, we've got it out of the box. Now, one thing I will say about the ingredients, they are plentiful, but I will also say that there's not a lot of color going on. It's all very drab and earthy looking. I guess that's what you get from pork. But you do see shreds of pulled pork here on top of the cheese, and then you have all the other toppings that I told you about before. You got your, what's this called here, sliced sausage, and you got your chunks of bacon as well. Holy guacamole. This thing looks like it's going to be really good. Got barbecue sauce on it too, like I said. Alright guys, hold tight and I will show you what it looks like out of the oven just right after this. Alright gang, I am back to take a look at the Screamin Sicilian Three Little Piggies frozen pizza, which I got from Harris Teeter for $9.99. And here is the unveiling of the finished product, fresh out of the oven. it has gone from drab to pretty darn attractive looking. Those sliced sausage pieces have really browned up real nice. The chunks of bacon have crisped up, it would appear. You've got the smattering of pulled pork here and there and to and fro. The cheese does appear to have melted. Now what I did, I altered my game plan. I threw an audible, if you will, into the equation, and I cooked it for 10 minutes on the middle rack and then 5 minutes on the top rack at 400 degrees, and I think it turned out pretty well. I think it's probably going to be a little bit on the crispy side, which I don't really dig too much, but that's okay. That just tends to happen with a frozen pizza anyway. Let me go ahead and see if I can show you underneath here, see how well it got done. You do see a little golden brown action going on there. Show you underneath. Yeah, no, that looks pretty much on point all the way around in terms of coloring, and the darn thing smells fantastic. Give me a second, guys, and I will cut out the 420 slice and show that to you a little more closely. Alright, I went ahead and sliced out the 420 slice. Let me go ahead and pick it up. This thing is still piping hot, and no, it doesn't have very much droop to it at all, so it did get very, very crispy as far as I can tell. But that thing is loaded with pork toppings, baby. Tons and tons of pork toppings. The big bad wolf, I think, would really dig this thing. It does smell fantastic. You know, this is $9.99 at the local Harris Teeter, and it's not a big pizza. This is an expensive frozen pizza, but I had a good experience with the last one that I tried, so maybe I will with this one as well. I'll be right back to taste it, to give it a rating, tell you more about it and more on Pizza Night. Alright guys, I am back to take a look at this pizza from Screamin Sicilian. It's the Three Little Piggies. There's a long story on here. I'll start it for you. You may think you know the story of the Three Little Piggies, but the way the events actually unfolded will blow your mind. Once upon a time, there were three little piggies, Spiced, Pulled, and their brother Bacon. The village baker was working away on his famous artisan baked stone-fired crust one morning when he heard all kinds of commotion outside. Apparently the wolf came over and blew all their crap down, and somehow the piggies died and became this pizza or something. I don't know, kind of morbid. But anyway, you can read the rest of that by getting your own box or pausing what I did earlier on. I already tried the Mambo Italiano version of this pizza back in December, and now I'm excited to try out this Three Little Piggies with the sausage, with the bacon, with the pulled pork, and with the barbecue sauce, if you will. Alright, let me go ahead and pick up this bad boy right here. Does smell fantastic, just like I said. Let me go ahead and give it a try. Going to most certainly need another big bite of this to figure this one out, guys. Maybe even two more. Okay. It tastes good, but what I would say is I taste no difference between the sausage, the bacon, and the pulled pork in terms of the flavors. Maybe a little more spiciness on the sausage, but that's about it. Otherwise, it just tastes like pork and barbecue pizza. Might as well just been the pulled pork for that matter. I don't know. The sausages taste pretty good, but it's not amazing. The barbecue sauce is good, kind of a smoky sauce, and the cheese is just the cheese. It's just the base. I mean, in terms of complexity of flavor, it's not this, but it is a good flavor. So it's kind of one of these things where I'm like, well, it's good, but I don't think I'd buy it again at $9.99. Maybe if I had a coupon. And it's just not as distinct enough for me to really think that it's that fantastic. Let me try the three meat components real quick separately and see what maybe I think. Here's a sausage. Kind of sausagey. The problem with the pulled pork, I think, is that it's not cooked in the sauce. There's none of the sauce on it. So it just kind of tastes like bacon because the bacon and the sausage kind of override that, I think. Let me try the piece of bacon here and get my final determination. Okay. That bacon's really good. It's like the bacon you get off of the breakfast buffet when it's all stuck together, because it's kind of low quality bacon, but it still tastes nice and juicy and porky, and it's crunchy. So the bacon is definitely the highlight when you separate the three. But when you put them all together, they just kind of taste the same. I'm going to go ahead and give this a pretty good rating at 3/4 thumbs up, because it does taste good. And I'm going to demolish the rest of this pizza tonight. There's no doubt about that. But I can't give it a really high recommendation. I can't say run out and get this. If you like pork, go ahead and do it. If you don't like pork, don't do it. Why would you? I don't know. But yeah, 3/4 thumbs up is about what you're going to get from me for this Screamin Sicilian 3 Little Piggies pizza. Little bit disappointed, but what can you say? Can't win them all, right? But you can win them all if you join the sAs group on Facebook by clicking on the link down below in the description. Ignore the man scraping his windows at freaking after 8 o'clock at night for no reason at all. Where are you going this late, buddy? And click down below and join our group. 400 and something of the coolest people in the world, worldwide, in our group. Follow me on Twitter at BrandonReichSAS, hashtag Snack Society. Also, check out the Instagram, BrandonReichSAS. See all the pictures of the stuff that I'm going to review before I review it, and more stuff that I shove in my gullet and other things that I take pictures of too. Alright guys, thanks for watching Pizza Night. Stay tuned on Sunday for an edition of Quick Chips. It'll be me going on my own to try out the Doritos Jacked 3D Jalapeno Pepper Jacked chips, guys. Couldn't get the guys together this time to do it with weather and whatnot, so we're going to go ahead. I'm going to do it on my own, give you that review on Sunday. And in the meantime, in between time, stay out of the sun, go in the snow, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.